Hey, Donnie. It's time for us to go.
Oh, it's really nippy out there.
I know. Can you get the door for me?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Thank you. I love you. I'll see you in a little while.
Okay.
Good morning, Ruby. We got out of the house around 6:30 this morning. I don't think Johnny needs to be there early for his field trip, but we sure don't want to be there late on his field trip day. It's 28 degrees out there this morning, and as we pass by all of the car lots on our way into Raleigh this morning, I can see frost on the metal and, you know, glass parts. They're pretty frosty this morning. We did it, buddy. It's 7:13 a.m. You have a great time on your field trip today.
Okay, Mom.
And I don't know what time you're getting back, but I'll be at robotics.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll hook up. I'm sure it won't be a problem. I think you're back by end of day, but if not, I'll be in Miss T. Williams' class.
Okay.
Bye. Love you too. After I dropped Johnny off, I pulled over here into the church parking lot near the school, and I've sent all my Pokemon gifts this morning, the 10 that you can hold at a time, so I can collect some more. That's kind of what I try to do every day, It's nice out there this morning. You know, the sun's coming up. It's pleasant, clear day. Unfortunately, I'm headed back to the house, and I was really hoping I was going to be done with all of my Lego League lesson prep, my robotics club stuff, but I couldn't quite get things worked out yesterday, so I'm going to have to fidget with that a little bit when I go home, try to get it all good. I'm not sure if we're meeting next week now, because I think the kids are testing next week. I wasn't thinking today was the last club of the season, but it might be. I'll have to find out. But I'm hoping to get things sorted out pretty quick this morning, so I can spend a little time with Dawn and try to get a nap. Last night I felt for sure like I was coming down with a cold, and I'm very pleasantly pleased this morning that it's not, that I didn't wake up feeling worse or really particularly sick. I'm a little congested. My voice to me sounds a little raspy. I'm still worried, you know, that I do have a cold, but so far not serious, not full out sick. I just need to go lay on the couch. So keep your fingers crossed for me that I can keep from getting any more ill than a couple extra tissues that I can deal with. I'm listening to the Audible book One Day in December now, by Josie Silver. It's a romance novel. I listened to quite a few of those. It was the monthly recommendation by Reese Witherspoon, and I read the description and thought, yeah, that sounds pretty cool, and I am enjoying listening to it. Johnny and I are almost done with the book we're listening to together. I'm reading a book at home too, so it's a lot of different books to keep up with all at once. But I definitely do enjoy my time in the car, and part of it is either the great streaming music or the good, you know, novel. Well, I see my boy is out here ready to help me get my robotics stuff sorted out. Good morning, buddy. Well, I think I got the program to keep the robot straight working, at least one of them. I just punted. Every time I make it go to the, you know, bump it, it straightens itself back out. Of course, going down the table, unless you hit a mission model, it wouldn't normally get off of being straight, except by a very small amount, possibly due to a warped axle or, you know, something. So bumping it is worst case scenario, but yeah, I mean, it certainly goes straight if I don't do anything to it at all, which is what you want. And you can see I've got some debug code out there, and it is thinking about adjusting sometimes. Can it really be 10:42 already? I think I was out here at like 8:30, so like 2 hours. Wow. If I had to sum up my problems, I would say it has to do with whether or not you cross the large servo motor wires. So in other words, which port the big wheels are plugged into. Some of the programs work if they're not crossed, and some of the programs work if they are crossed, and it kind of has to do with absolute value and negative turns versus positive turns, or yeah, it's complicated. But I got my step down program running and my stay straight no matter what program running, and I think if I go in and I fidget with my PowerPoint and my assignment sheet just a little bit, I'll be good to go. So here's the step down the motor but turn 90 degrees. That's because I switched the wires back. Hang on. These wires. So unplug B, unplug C. C goes into B. Can't do this with one hand. Very good. They've been swapped. Let me line it up better, just to show that it really is 90 degrees. Eyeball it, but you can tell. Very good. So this is still pretty parallel to this line, which implies a 90-degree turn. Maybe just one smidge more. It's pretty close. Whoops, it's pretty close. Yeah, it's waiting. It exits, but it doesn't. Yeah, that's pretty darn close. I do love a hatchback, and I do love help with my Lego bins. Yeah. There's 4 robots and all the equipment to make them do what they need to do.
Do their thing.
Yep. And my computer. Hey Johnny, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, you?
Yeah. How was your field trip today?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw some pictures on Facebook. It looks like you visited the football field.
Yes.
Yeah. Outside and walked around the campus. And where else did you go?
We just walked around the campus. We didn't really go anywhere specific.
Did you go in some buildings though?
Like one.
I saw you met a school alumni who goes to school over there.
Tour guide.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, I'm glad your trip went well. I just finished up robotics with Johnny and the rest of the kids. Johnny was back in plenty of time for robotics, and we didn't get through everything, but we did a good bit of it. And I think they all learned a little bit, so that was good. I'm sure everybody took something away from what went on today, and the code ran reasonably well on the other 3 robots, even though I hadn't tested it on the other 3. And you know, I did as much as I could in the 90 minutes that I was allotted. So I'm pleased that we got through it today. Didn't we just do this in the other direction a couple hours ago? Yeah. I think they're packed up till January though now. Okay. Maybe. I can't promise, but it's close. I'm back in Ruby by myself to run up to South Park to do an EX raid for Deoxys. It's in 8 minutes. Yeah, it's a good thing it's around the corner. Johnny was going to go with me, but he's held up in the house, so I'm just going to go do the raid real quick and then come straight back. It's 40 out there, but it feels like it's 20 to me. It was cold. Yeah, we didn't hang out too long. I did catch Deoxys on both accounts, though, and 20,000 XP on both accounts, so I'm very pleased with that. I know you're tired, bud, but you do good at Taekwondo, okay?
Okay, I love you.
I love you, too.
Bye.
Bye. Mom's taxi. Fancy Tesla taxi at work again. So I got out to throw my trash away, and I opened up the driver's side Falcon Wing door to grab the trash from the back. You know, we have a little thing velcroed to the rug, and that's where we put our tissues and stuff. And then I closed the door, got back in, put in the passcode, and then I saw this: no rear occupants detected. I have been driving this car for a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen that message before. So, yeah, that's unexpected. Am I seeing things? They put up the Planet Fitness sign today on the old Roses building. It's still just basically metal wall dividers inside, totally unfinished, been gutted. But I guess they wanted to advertise that they'll soon be open for business. And I'm sure it won't take too long to redo the inside for their purposes.
Just like ours.
Very nice.
In this house is also an inflatable fanatic family.
Another thoroughly consistent, right about 100-mile day. 101 miles. Ruby estimates I could go another 99 miles, and it's a pretty nippy 35 degrees out there.